So in my last vlog, I was talking about ordering some more Blu-rays and picking up like Terminator and John Wick. Got a couple more in the mail. Had an Amazon coupon, so I only paid $10. I got, or I should say we got, Hellfest. That's a really, me and Shelby love this movie. A lot of people hate it. We don't know anybody else that said they liked it. Everybody said it sucked, but we still thought it looked good, so we ended up, I think we ordered it like on pay-per-view or something on DirecTV, and we ended up loving it. So I got that, picked up John Wick 2. I was going to get part 3, but part 3 they still wanted like $25 online for it. Like, screw that. And then this is an awesome movie if you've never seen it. I'm not into the stock market and all that stuff, so I never watched it before. Like, it never looked interesting to me. But once I actually watched it, it's like 3 hours long, so you got to, devote quite a bit of time to it. But it is an awesome movie. It's funny. It's like, I don't know if you'd call it like a drama, but it's all kinds of stuff. It is not one for kids, though. If you have kids, there's a lot of cussing, a lot of drug use, a lot of sexual stuff. So don't watch that one with your kids. But yeah, picked up 3 good movies. Add with the collection. Shelby always makes fun of me, but they got to be an ABC order. So every time we get a new movie, I got to, pick a couple off one row, put them on the next, pick a couple off, put them down there. I want this little rack full. It's so close. All these are Blu-rays up here and all the way down to here, and then it stops. I've got these 2 here, to hold it up so they're not like crooked. And then all these pretty much, except I got her that for Christmas because she loves those movies. Oh, actually, that's empty. So are those up here? FGH. Oh yeah, okay, so that's right there. So yeah, that's just an empty box. Everything on these 2 racks is literally just empty. And basically they're just to fill up the rack until we get Blu-rays. So, gotta add these 3 now. And the reason I do it, like, it is kind of tedious, it's annoying, but it's nice, you say, hey, I want to watch Hellfest. So, okay, there's F. Okay, here's the H's. If we have it, it's going to be right here. I don't have to be like, okay, is that this one, 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 this one. And then if anybody wants to, I guess, see what we got. Gotta have all the Fast and Furiouses. Second row. Need the other 2 matrices too. And the 3rd row. Need Terminator 1 and 2. And this is the best Christmas movie. You cannot change my mind. If you don't like this, we can't be friends. 2 and 3 are good. I never actually seen those till I started dating Shelby. She loves those 2, but 1 is the best. What do you guys think? Christmas Vacation is like my 2nd favorite one. Whoops, wrong spot. Okay, I got them in. One last thing, one last clip of this. I love box sets and compilations, but I absolutely hate this, like when they come like this. Like Back to the Futures are one of my favorite series, trilogy, I guess, because it's 3 movies. I hate when they're like this. I like it because you usually get something extra with it, like some kind of like memorabilia or like an extra like bonus features disc or something, but I hate when they're not just in a case. Like even Austin Powers, this one comes with all 3 movies, but it's in the normal Blu-ray case. This drives me nuts. It's like an OCD thing or something. I don't know what it is. All right, to Meyer to have Shelby's cake made. It's her birthday coming up. I usually always get it here. They got, you can go in there and like pick it out, like pick the color, the size, the sprinkles, the, all the little extra stuff you want on it. are really good too, pretty cheap. But that's where I'm headed to now. And I also gotta get mouse traps because we have a Stewart of our own, we're thinking. I've been hearing these random, like, when it's quiet in the house, like these really random, just like little noises, like in the kitchen area, and it sounded like it was by the stove, and I'm like, oh man, I hope that's not a mouse or something. So I pulled the stove out the other day, you know, like pulled it all the way like forward, and you know, it was like dust under there and like some utensils and stuff we dropped, like a knife and stuff. But there was no, like, any signs of, like, you know, mouse or mice or rats or anything. No signs of mice or mouses. I don't know if mouses is the right word. But, so I cleaned it up under there. I vacuumed and all that good stuff because it's probably been a couple years since, you know, I've cleaned under there. And then I pulled the broaster drawer, or whatever you call it, like the broiling drawer, out from the bottom of the oven, and then there's like a rack in there, and the rack was kind of like it's held in by like tension, and I noticed it was crooked, and when I pulled it out, I heard that same noise. I was like, oh, I bet this is what it is. It just, maybe when we use the oven, you know, the metal expands and contracts and whatnot, and it's just kind of making this thing like rattle a little bit. So I fixed that, and then I didn't hear the noise. So a couple days later, we turned the oven on, you know, we were going to make some cookies. And there's this really, like, potent, kind of like maple syrup kind of smell. And it was coming, like, as the oven got hotter, you could smell it more. We're like, what the heck is that? Pulled the oven out. Didn't see, like, any urine or anything on the ground. But we Googled it. And that's, like, the number one sign of mice is turn your oven on and you smell urine. So that's no good. I've got one of those from like years ago. We caught a mouse, some of those sticky pads, and then one of those decon traps that like spins. I have those there. Those never did anything before. The only trap that worked before was, you know, the old school, like, you know, snappy ones or whatever. So I'm gonna go grab some of those, put those down because they're cheaper and they seem to work the best. But when we pulled the oven out, there was literally like a couple little tiny, like, little mice poops. So there's definitely one in there. Shelby went down there this morning. She was just laying on the couch when I was in bed because she couldn't sleep, and it was, you know, go down and let the dogs out and whatnot, get up for a little bit. And she swears up and down that she could hear one every once in a while. So, wow, this place is packed. Holy crap. Meijer's never this busy. So that place was a madhouse. I'm not into football. I forgot it's Super Bowl Sunday. I would literally rather be at work than watch football. It's the most boring thing in the world to me. And I hate work, so that says a lot. It's like it's about 10 o'clock in the morning too. Like, in this place, I've never seen it this busy. It's like Black Friday. But cool thing is, last year they have, basically the way you do it at Meijer's is they have like a display, which you saw, and then you pick your size, you pick the type of cake you want, and then you basically customize. You know, you say, I want this size, I want, you know, like the yellow cake or the chocolate cake or, you know, whatever. And then, like, do you want whipped cream or the buttercream frosting, or whipped frosting or the buttercream frosting? Buttercream is always the way to go. Whipped frosting is nasty. So I think it was last year, it was the first year I got it for. On the top shelf, they had this little tiny one. They're, you know, about this big, enough for like 2 pieces. and it was just covered in sprinkles, you know, rainbow sprinkles top to bottom. So I got her that one, but I had them make it in the next size up, which is, you know, about twice the size. You know, this one right here, you'll see it. So I had them, you know, just covered in sprinkles, do like pink frosting around it and whatnot, and write her, you know, happy birthday in pink. And I can't remember how long it took. I think I want to say it was about a 24-hour turnaround time. It might have been quicker, but I went back the next day to pick it up. This year, they actually had that exact cake right on the shelf. So I was telling her, you know, I was like, okay, I want, you know, this style right here with the, you know, covered in the sprinkles. And this one had white frosting with like white like dollops on top. I was like, can you do those like in pink? And then she's like, well, would you just want this one? And she pointed to the next row down, which was the size I wanted with the sprinkles, you know, with pink frosting on it. I was like, oh, that would be perfect. I was like, you know, yeah, hell yeah, perfect. So she just wrote happy birthday on it for me, and I went and grabbed the mouse traps, which I walked around that entire store 2 different times to find them. You'd think, I don't know where I think they would be, but I would have thought they would have been like, you know, around the home goods type stuff, like, you know, anything in that nature, but it wasn't. It was in the seasonal stuff. So finally found them, went through the 50 million different packages they had, and just, I had a pack of like newer stuff. It was, it wasn't traps, but like, it's something that they eat. It's that decon stuff, but they eat it. And then, you know, at a later date, they just die from it, which that's fine with me. But the issue is, I don't want dead mice somewhere, you know, in our kitchen, you know, under this fridge or under the stove or something like that, you know, decomposing. That would smell terrible, and it would be hard to find out where they're at. So I decided against that. I just got the, you know, the old school snap, you know, snap and kill ones. But it's a nice day, actually. The first time we've seen the sun, Jesus, probably like a week, maybe 2 weeks. Might have to take the slingshot for a ride today. Yeah, it's kind of wet everywhere though. If it keeps getting warmer, it's 43 out right now, but it's really windy. I hate, the slingshot's awesome, but when it's windy, it just, you know, with it being wide open, it just really kicks your butt. So if it's not too windy, take it for a ride later, take you guys along. But I'm on my way back home now. Gotta sneak this cake inside, or actually I'll probably put it in my trunk for now, because it's still cold enough to be okay. Gotta get her. Oh man, I can't even upload this because she'll watch it tonight once she gets off work. Alright, so you guys will probably be seeing this on her birthday tomorrow. And then, you know, we'll record stuff that we do for her birthday the next day, or, you know, within a couple days. She really wants another tattoo, so that's where we're going. Our usual thing is we kind of just take her out shopping. We go to Mongolian Barbecue, which is our favorite place. Funny story about that. I don't remember my first time going there. I was young. It was when we lived in Novi at Walled Lake in Oakland County. I thought I read somewhere that was actually the first location too, up in Novi, the BD's Mongolian Barbecue. We went there when I was young, and, you know, we'd periodically go, and I mean, I fell in love with the place. The food is so good. You literally make whatever you want, you know, so it's not like, oh yeah, their food's just really good. Like, no, like, you make whatever you want, essentially, you know, because they got all the raw stuff out. You put it in the bowl, and then you put, you know, whatever kind of sauces you want and stuff. We'll get into it more when we go tomorrow. We'll record it, but I got her to go. Like, I love the place so much, and I got her to go. I'm like, come on, let's go try it. Like, it's kind of weird to explain. Like, when you're explaining it, it doesn't sound super awesome. Like, you're just like, okay, you know, it's like a stir fry kind of place, but like, it's so much better than you can imagine. I only know like 1 or 2 people that don't like it, and I blame that on the location, because it's people I work with, so they go down to the one that's obviously down here. They're not going up to Novi. And we went to that one. We go to it quite a bit because, you know, it's a lot closer to us than Novi. But I've had multiple dishes there where they have overcooked it, and a couple where I don't think it was cooked enough. So that's kind of like the hit or miss with them. The one in Novi, we've never had that issue. Actually, the one in Novi, the issue is you usually got to wait because it's always packed. The one down here, it's never really that busy. Like, I think there was one time we had to wait, and that was like right when they opened, and doing like 55 down to 45 and just past the cop. Whoops. We're good. So our usual routine that she just loves is, you know, we just go up to Novi, take her out to eat up there, and then we just pretty much take her on a little shopping spree. You know, I give her money for her birthday so she can just go up there and buy clothes or her Ray Dun stuff, or, you know, whatever kind of stuff she finds. We go to 12 Oaks Mall, so there's, you know, a ton of stores in there, all the name brand stuff, and then there's right across the street, there's, you know, a TJ Maxx and a Home Goods and what's the other one that I'm forgetting? Usually, you know, we go up there, but she's been really wanting another tattoo, so I was like, you know, why don't I get you a tattoo for your birthday? So she's got an appointment at 3 o'clock with our favorite tattoo guy. Usually she'll go in, she gets like a lot of cool stuff done, and then I go in and get some random, like, something with really easy line work that's quick. You know, I've got like my diamond right here, and then I've got a cross right here. I love intricate tattoos. I love the artwork type stuff, and I also love the minimalist stuff like I've got. But the guy will be like, you want anything? And then I always end up getting something. So hopefully I get something too, but if not, no big deal. He's actually closed tomorrow, but we sent him a message, and he's like, yeah, well, you know, my wife usually works on Mondays all day, so I just sit at home bored anyway, so whatever time you want to come out. And I guess I agreed on 3 o'clock, so got these bad boys. These are tinier than I remember, but they do the job, so we'll see. Just look at this sky. I woke up to go get a drink, and I looked out the window. It's like, oh, I gotta go get some pictures of this. So it's the 3rd. It's her birthday. This is the morning I get up, and then I go get like her balloons and stuff like that. It was like 50 degrees yesterday, really nice outside, and now it's freezing. Everything's all iced over, so that sucks. All my car needs for remote start is a different key fob. I really need to buy that. It's like $50, and then I can have remote start, because it is freezing. And this thing takes forever to warm up. So I usually go to Kroger, and I think it was last year, there was like a helium shortage or something like that. So like it was hard to find balloons for like 3 months. And luckily Kroger had them, but like I remember like the week or two like leading up to her birthday, like nowhere had helium, or every store that had it just had like a little bit left, and there was like a limit to the balloons you could buy and stuff. Yeah, I got her cake. I'm gonna get the balloons and her card. Well, I got the card, and then get it all set up. It's like 8 in the morning, 8:48. She got off work pretty late last night, so she didn't go to bed till probably 3 or 4. So I got quite a few hours, but got breakfast too. Here's her birthday cake. She's gonna love it. And of course, balloons. This is Bailey's favorite spot. She loves laying on the register when the heat's on. You like this spot? Is that your spot? You a good girl? It's funny too, because when the furnace comes on, they know the noise, and she'll come right over here. So I got all her stuff set up. Of course, only using the pink candles. Got our gift card so she can go get some Ray done stuff later. Got her cake. Paying for her tattoo, taking her out to dinner at her favorite place. So it should be a good day. She should like it. Got her balloons. So that's gonna be the end of this video for now. And I will record some stuff later. Tell her happy birthday in the comments.